Hey there, I'm Coach Lawrence. I wanted to share with you why I started Coach Allball. If you told the 16-year-old kid sitting in a jail cell at Rikers Island that one day he'd become a youth sports coach, he wouldn't have believed you. But that's exactly what happened because sports didn't just give me something to do. Sports saved my life. Coach Allball is more than a business for me. It's the sum of everything I've lived through, everything I've overcome, and everything I want to give to the next generation. I grew up without a dad in Chinatown's New York City in the 80s. My mom worked long hours at the post office just to keep us afloat. I had ADHD long before people understood what that meant, before there were resources, diagnosis, or support. So teachers didn't know what to do with me. I was hyperactive, unfocused, constantly in trouble. I bounced between advanced classes, ESL, special ed. Nothing worked. Eventually, I was sent to a boarding school hours away, riding a bus 2.5 hours each way. It was miserable. And I spent most of my time getting my energy and frustration out playing sports. Because I didn't have guidance at home, the streets became my influence. I was recruited by a gang as a teenager. And at the time, it felt like family, respect, camaraderie, belonging. But it led me down a dark path. At 16, I was incarcerated at the infamous Rikers Island for almost a year. That time forced me to reflect on my choices. It taught me truth, accountability, and the importance of integrity. When I came home, I made a decision. If I couldn't control everything around me, I would have to control who I was becoming. So I threw myself into sports, basketball, baseball, football, anything involving hand-eye coordination, speed, and athleticism, because I couldn't focus. Sports became my outlet, my stability, my confidence, and my identity. I made every varsity team I tried out for, even though academically I struggled. And I struggled because, as I said, I couldn't focus. One of my teachers allowed me to speak to my classes about my prison experience in exchange for passing grades, if you can believe that. That kept me eligible to play and ultimately helped me graduate. Sports became my mentor when I didn't have one, and entrepreneurship became my survival skill. At 13, I sold sports cards at trade shows and made nearly $900 a day. Later, I built an entertainment business, an audiovisual company, which I ran for nearly 25 years, produced major events in New York City, fashion shows, concerts. I invested in real estate, which we run today, and eventually built a global greeting card brand that landed in over 3,000 retailers, including Target, Papyrus, Paper Source. I've had wins and I've had heartbreaking failures, including losing a business I poured my soul into. But through all of that, though, there was one dream I always held on to be a dad, the dad I never had, and to work in sports. After a miracle series of events, my wife and I had our two sons. They changed my life. So in 2021, we moved to Irvine, California from New York City to give our boys a safer environment and a more active childhood. I signed up to coach their baseball teams, then football, then basketball, and I realized something. This was what I was meant to do. Sports, teaching, mentoring, guiding kids the way I wish someone had guided me. So over the years, I've also served with nonprofits like Apex for Youth in New York City, which serve underprivileged kids in at-risk communities, and East Next Gen here in California, and across the US, reminding me how much I love helping young people and entrepreneurs grow. And then in the summer of 2025, after many business experiments, successes, and failures, I started Coach Allball, the first business that truly combines every part of who I am. My passion for sports, my love for kids, my entrepreneurial spirit, and my desire to give young people the guidance I didn't have. Sports teach life skills in a way nothing else can. Nothing. Each sport teaches something uniquely different. Basketball and football, quick thinking, confidence, communication, and competitiveness. Where baseball teaches strategy, patience, focus, resilience. And golf, entirely different. Teaches calm, teaches composure, teaches discipline and emotional control. And through all of them, teaches important life skills like leadership, teamwork, character, compassion, and community. These are the skills that help me survive and succeed. These are the skills I want to instill in my two boys and every single kid I coach. Today, I'm more motivated than ever. Coach Allball gives me purpose. It gives me meaning, and it gives me the opportunity to help young athletes build not just skills, but confidence, identity, and a lifelong love for movement, sports, and being part of a team. So this is my story. This is why I started Coach Allball. And I'm grateful you're here to be part of this journey with your kiddo. As my slogan says, we train all, play all, and be all. Coach All Ball.